Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So here I'll be showing how to create a website for an attendance form. So here we start with the doc type, which will tell the web browser that this is an HTML file. Then we choose the character. We make sure that we can use all the characters using this command prompt. Then we select the title for the attendance. I'll make the title of the platform, the attendance system. Then I'll link my CSS code. I'll link my CSS. I'll link my C. I'll link my CSS code to. Whoa. I'll link my CSS code to my my HTML codes, so that it can display whatever that I do, whatever that I will do at the CSS will be affected to the HTML, which exactly what I want. Then I come here, I input the label, I make the label the tags as name, and I make sure that the input text is text. Then I place a holder inside the name so that you can whatever I text inside the placeholder, you see it inside the name. Then I'll come back down to the date and I'll choose an input type of date, so in which I can only select text dates inside the the label. So I come to another label, which is the status either being present. But this status, one thing is that I'll make it a drop down, so that option value where one is present and one is absent, so that you can just choose instead of typing. Then I'll make a button on click. A button on click is used to save whatever that have been done. So when I click it, you see that it will save whatever I've typed in here. Then I'll go on with the reports. Reports, the attendance report, that is which is this side. Okay, I'll make another class card, a div class card, and a header of attendance report over here. Then I'll create another label which is set by date over here. Then I'll create another input type over here, which is the date input type. Then I would create search by name. Then I'll create another input type which is text. Then I'll create a placeholder, of course, enter name. Then I'll come and create a table. I created a table so that you can view the amount of reports we've saved inside our HTML document. Then lastly, I linked my HTML document to the JavaScript, so that whatever I imply in the Java will appear inside the HTML. I come back to the HTML CSS. The CSS is more of the editorial part of the HTML. It is used for making editing the HTML, making it more nicer, making it more appealing, making it more approachable. So more user friendly also. So as for the body, you can see I use a font Arial, so that you can see clearly that all my text inside my forms are font Arial. Then I made a background color of the font white. I can also change this into blue. I can change this to blue. Yes. So I can change the background color of this blue. Then I made sure that the 20 px of the spacing of 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 the body is 20 px. So I can change it to 30 or 40 or 30 or 50. See? So this is the entire body, which is 50 at 50 px. At 50 px. So you can see that the body have stretched. The body have stretched. The body have stretched. But I want it to be at 20 px. Okay. 20 px. I think that's much better. Then I come to my HTML, my header tag, my first header. Then I made a color aqua. I can also change the color into something more, I don't know, white. I can change the to white. white. Yes, I can change it to white. Then I can check the alignment of my the attendance. I can change it to right, right. But since we are doing a 18, I don't want it at right. I want it at center so that you can like see well. Yeah. So I come to the card. The card is this. So here we have two cards. The cards is the entire platform. This entire platform where my mouse is showing, and this entire platform where my other mouse, my mouse is also showing. So the card, whatever that I apply in the card, even though we've done only one card here, we've used only one card here, it will affect both the first card and the second card. Get it? So this is the background color, which is of course green. The 20 px pending is the space between the two cards. Then the margin of the cards. Yeah, these are the margins. And the max width, I can change it to 30. I can change it to 50. I can change it to let's say 500. Yeah. So the max width, this from here to here, that's the max width. And then we have the border radius. The border radius is also really, really important. We come back to the labels. The labels, I've made it black and I made the margin top. So from here, from the margin, you can see all the margin tops. There are margin tops over here. Okay. We have the input select button. The input and the select button, which is the input, and we have the select, we have the select, and we have the buttons. So these are also PX. I've made it 100 PX with the width. The padding is also 8 PX, and the top padding is 5 PX. 5 PX. 5 PX, as you can see here, 5 PX, 5 PX, 5 PX, 5 PX. Then I made the buttons blue, which I made the buttons blue, and I made the color of the part of the button. When I touched it, I made the buttons blue, and I made the color of the text inside the pattern white. Then I made the borders of the pattern. These are the borders of the pattern. Borders of the pattern. I made it initial. I can change it and give it a new different style inset. I can make it inset. So I've changed the pattern to inset, as you can see. Then I did a hover button to make it more, nicer. So I made the hover button. So the hover button is responsible for this. When I've seen the button is green, but when I touch it with my mouse pad, it turns to green. It's blue, but when I touch it with the mouse pad, it's green. So this is responsible. Then I check the table, go to the tables. This is how I edit I edited my tables, making them the width mean 100 px, the top to bottom mean 20 px, and the border collapse. These are the border collapse, making I made it collapse too. The table header, I made it 1 px. Table header, all the table headers are 1 px. I didn't want to make it too big. I didn't want to make it too small. Then I made the text alignment left. I can also change it to center. Can change the text alignment to center so you can see properly. So you see all the text inside here has become center. The table head, of course, I had to make it blue. Then I gave it the color of the text inside the table, the table header white. Then we move on. We will come to the functionality of the JavaScript. The JavaScript also, this made the let attendance. So this let attendance platform, this place I will show you right now. This is to this retrieves the saved data, converts it into text into the array. Then if empty, creates a new array. Get it? So there are multiple. So here you can see that there are multiple arrays that have been that have stored my data. Yeah. So that's what is responsible. Then we have the I used the save. Sorry about that. I used the save attendance function. So the function of it is to run when the save button is clicked. So when the save button is clicked, all the data inside this, all the data inside this card will automatically save into the array to come here over here, as you can see over here. Then I made, that's why you can see name, date, and status. All of it will be saved and come here. Remove there. Then I made an if command saying that the if command saying that check if all the fields are empty. And if they are empty, if the person fails to um um uh, um write or input what is in these fields, it should not allow it to save or continue. So as you can see, if I've only written, I've only accepted absent. So if I type save, it will tell me that please fill all the fields. You get it? So that I can't jump any script. So we have the attendance push. The attendance push does it to store attendance as an object. So all attendances will be stored as an object inside some of the arrays. Yeah. So local storage system, this saves them. So the local storage system I did was to save the data permanently on the browser storage. You get it? So all the things will be typed in will be saved on the browser storage permanently. Thank you. We have the display attendance, which is responsible to update the table immediately. So immediately I type in these question these information, it will immediately update this table over here. So we have the function record display, which displays all records in the display. So all records that I have typed in will be displayed over here. We have the HTML inner HTML. I think, yeah, the inner table inner HTML. So this clears the old data before showing the new data. Okay, so that's its responsibilities. Then we come here to the data for each. So here for the data for each, the data for each is responsible. So this place here, data for each row, record, let row, blah, yeah, as you can see over here, it inserts the date and status into the table rows. So this will insert the record name that I typed there, the record time, the record status. It will store everything here. As you can already see, we have the function filters. The function filter, its responsibility is to so the function filter over here. So this is what the function filter will do. The function filter is basically the true input text over here. So this will help you to search for any information inside the table. So maybe I forgot the date. I've forgotten the person's name. I remember the date. I can just press with the course here. I can just press it and review. Then all the people who is registered within this date will come. Then, oh, maybe I've forgotten the date the person came, but I remember the name, so I can just type the name and it will give me all the people who their names as Peter in the system. And as you can see, it prompted me. So this is my entire code. Thank you for watching my video. Like and subscribe.